Last week, one of our mini segments, we played the clip of an AI Brad Pitt fighting with an AI Tom Cruise. In case you missed it, here it is.
Wild.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal!
So realistic.
He was a good man! He knew too much about our Russia operations. He had to die, and now you die too.
Dude, that looks so real. I already know what it looks like, and still every single time it gets me.
Again, when I first saw it, I thought it was just a movie that I hadn't seen with Brad Pitt and then and Tom Cruise. And again, I didn't have the audio on, so it was even that much more like, oh, what did I miss? It's crazy, dude.
But so when I first saw this, I thought it was literally just this one instance. But it turns out the whole internet's going crazy, dude, with all of these AI generated videos. Let's just look at all of them.
Here's a couple that we found that we thought were pretty crazy.
Control, I'm inside. If this goes wrong, leak everything.
I'm not here for money, I'm here for names!
You're already too late.
Okay, still a little cheesy, but
I don't know what's happening, but I'm
Power
into it, dude.
survives because people fear the truth.
Then let's end the fear.
You cannot run from what you've
I'm
uncovered.
not running!
You can't stop this.
It ends now. Send it everywhere.
It feels like he could have shot him from the beginning. A little slight oversight.
we need a little bit of like that dramatic effect before he had to shoot him.
Right. Okay.
Okay, this one, it's still very good graphics, but you could tell, right? That it's AI.
Sure. But look at this next one. Nice, dude. Do you see it though? There's glimpses of greatness within this AI stuff, dude.
This one looks a little less AI and just they look like poorly cut scenes, but very good.
So far, I'm all on board with these, with the exception of maybe so with the Henry Cavill thing, right? I would much rather, because I like Henry Cavill so much as a person, I would like to see him actually as Superman, and they did him so dirty. So the AI replacing him, it doesn't quite fulfill that want of, I want to see Henry Cavill as Superman. You know?
Oh, I see. Yeah. So in this case, you'd prefer real Henry Cavill over an AI version of in any sort of
because like
Superman reboot.
My overall philosophy on this, I guess, is I like the idea of independent creators being able to use AI to make their stuff and see actual good movies. If Hollywood continues to dump out just trash, garbage movies that they want us to go watch, pushing their stupid agendas, then I say give me all the AI slop then. I would rather take that.
So you don't see an issue in this at all. You see this as a net positive.
For the most part. But then again, I go to the Henry Cavill thing and I'm just like, well, this kind of sucks though. Like I would rather see Henry Cavill.
There are good people who are going to be put out of this. Yeah.
Right. That's where I'm just like, all right, well, okay.
Not only that, it's just the fact that now they're using characters and they're not going to get anything from this. Unless they get royalty from any of these videos, they're not going to get anything from this. Like aside from Tom Cruise's personal life, I like his movies. I like Henry Cavill. I like certain actors in the movies they produce.
Yes, but it's hard to have sympathy for them not getting royalties for any of this when they've made millions of dollars already. It's a little bit hard to be like,
I guess that's a fair
oh,
point.
boo-hoo, you only made 10 million. That sucks. Huh?
What about up-and-coming new actors and actresses? Because then there would be no need for them anymore. You could just AI everybody now.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these new actors and actresses I don't think are actually good at acting.
Or just annoying.
And they're annoying.
You're making a drastic assumption. I mean, I guess there are that are not that good.
There are
some that are good.
Give me one action star that's as good as Tom Cruise. Just name me one, because there are none.
Young action star?
Just right now, an action
Are
star
you
that's
talking about
as
young or
good.
any action
Just
star?
any action star right now that's as good as Tom Cruise or has any sort of glimpse of greatness as Tom Cruise. Because I don't see any of them.
Dang. That's a fair point. I can't think of one.
And so what I'm
I've seen
saying
some
is,
good action movies that are not. Well, I mean, we've also had what's his name. I do think the really tall Australian dude who played Thor. Crap, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth
does some pretty solid. Yeah, he does some pretty solid action movies.
he does good movies.
A lot of his stuff is like military war stuff.
Yeah, he does like really good movies, but he's not an action
thing with
star.
Tom
I don't know how to
Cruise is his
explain it.
actions.
Like
I get what you're saying.
He
'Cause
does
Tom
good
Cruise, he always
action
pushes
movies.
the scenes.
Yeah, and he cares. You can tell he cares about
that's
his,
true,
his
that's
stuff.
true, that's true.
That
Well,
one.
I mean, I would say Chris Hemsworth cares about his stuff. Just this guy, he puts above and beyond. He's certainly different. Tom Cruise, in and of himself, this guy is just, he's unique
I mean, you look at Top Gun, dude.
for sure.
That remake of Top Gun, that was amazing, dude.
That was so good.
Chris
That was
Hemsworth,
such
I
a
love
good
Chris Hemsworth, but I'm sorry he could never. I don't think he could.
No,
And I would,
No,
I would
I think you're right. I
gladly, I would gladly be proven wrong in that. I'm not saying because I like Chris Hemsworth a lot too. Like Tom Cruise is
Okay.
just different. And I
maybe
don't,
this is a good thing.
why?
And I only say that because actors and actresses, they're going to see this thing and be like, oh crap, we have now met our makers.
And
It is time we step up our game.
exactly.
And now they're gonna
That's
start
where I
making
was
good movies
going
again.
with it.
All right. And then AI goes away.
We'll get more people who actually care about the art. This probably won't happen. Actually, I'm being too optimistic, but we'll get more people who will actually care about the art and just that'll make it better. This is a reach. Honestly, what's actually going to happen is everything's just going to devolve even further. But
It might. They may just grow apathetic and stop caring and just leave everything up to AI. And I wouldn't be surprised if producers are going to start using AI as a tool. Like we were talking about this earlier, and the last time we talked about Tilly Norwood, sorry.
yeah,
Where they would just end up using these AI softwares to do a lot of their editing and
Yeah.
special effects.
which again, it's kind of hard because it kind of blurs the line between CGI, right? Because what's the difference between CGI and this AI thing, right?
Frankly, I think it'd be good to use for the sake of CGI. The issue with the whole Tilly Norwood thing and this, I guess, is now they're completely replacing the characters with fully digital characters, and you do get the human element removed from it.
I agree with that.
But I don't know.
Okay, let's look at this next clip. It's what Tom Cruise versus John Wick.
Oh yeah, dude, this is such a cool scene.
Oh, this shows him actually making it. Nice. Because my
Dude,
mind,
this was so well done.
my mind always go. I love Harry Potter. I know I'm one of those. I don't read any other book other than Harry Potter. I do, but I'm just joking.
All right, you go.
But my mind always goes to Harry Potter too, where it's like I love the original movies, right? They're really good. But you get to like Goblet of Fire, and you're just like, why is the eye making a mechanical sound, right? Where's the mystery on the whole Barty Crouch Jr. and his son? Barty Crouch and Barty Crouch Jr. Where's that mystery go? Like it kind of lost the essence of the book a little bit. And then you get to Order of the Phoenix, and it's just an amazing interpretation of the book. And then you get to Half-Blood Prince, and you're just like, why is this a teenage rom-com? Where is Voldemort's backstory that we're supposed to be learning? Like we get like a couple of scenes, but not really. Anyways, so I've always wanted it to be more. Once I saw Game of Thrones, I was like, oh, Harry Potter would do good as like an HBO show. And then they made Snape black, and I'm like,
Easy there, buddy. Easy.
he's just.
I get it though. I get it though.
He's not, and that's
It's a DEI. He's a DEI actor. That's all that was.
And so I'm like, dude, if Hollywood's gonna give me this, then give me the guy with AI instead, who actually makes a true to story adaptation of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
You know?
I get what you're saying. They're catering to the wrong things here. When instead of being true to the story, making sure they tell a good story, their priority seems to be somewhere else.
If Hollywood made good movies, I would be much more inclined to say, no, these actors deserve work or blah, blah, blah. But and if the actors weren't so freaking annoying, but no, they all are just, it's DEI everywhere. No one cares about the stories. So it's just, all of it pisses me off. Anyways, here's the last one that I saw where I was like, okay, this kind of shows what the bad part of the AI too. So here, just watch this.
Okay, interesting.
And he's crossed every single one. You're my friend and you know I respect you. But that fight is happening, whether you like it or not. Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. I'm gonna crush that insect.
Okay, so just like I don't believe that Tyson would ever take a fight with Ali. I think he would take a knee in the ring before he did that. He loved Ali so much.
Yeah.
And so this is where I was like, oh crap. Oh crap. Consequences to to this. Here are the consequences where, like, just like anybody can make a good, faithful adaptation of the Harry Potter books, they could also make Harry Potter and all of them black if they wanted to, which
why isn't that the beauty of this country that we live in, right? That's the beauty of free choice.
Yeah. And again, them being black isn't the issue. Please. The issue is that it's not actually true to the story. And when you tell a,
but it is creative in a way. It doesn't mean that it's good or not, but they are allowed to explore the creative thought. I mean, the idea of Tyson and Ali fighting, taking away the respect that Tyson has for Ali, is kind of cool. That idea. They're both great fighters, but we have issue with, like, this. In reality, this wouldn't happen. But that's what this allows us to do. We can break away from reality a little bit and explore the interesting part of the world.
Problem is when you explore things that I don't want you to explore.
Nobody made you the arbiter.
If you just explore stuff that I wanted to be explored, I'd be fine with it.
I don't even know who I'm supporting here. So ultimately, this is kind of scary a little bit because it's kind of hard to tell what's real or not. Like, a bunch of videos are coming up on my feed, and I can't tell anymore if I'm looking at an actual, like, scene from a movie or if I'm looking at a sea dance creation, right? But on top of that, what's happening is that now they're just utilizing characters that already exist. They're utilizing IPs that were already taken, and Disney, Paramount, all of them, they're essentially slapping a cease and desist on, who was it? ByteDance? And all of these Chinese AI generators.
Yeah.
Do you think that's fair or no?
Okay. Now, even though I am counting down the days to Hollywood's downfall, where we are no longer behold to their stupid virtue signaling and telling us how, oh, we got to do our part for the environment while they take their private jets, and billionaires aren't the problem while they sit in their mansions, right? Talking about how, like, money's not everything. Even with all of that said, I do think that if I was a celeb and someone used my likeness and they were making money off of it, I would want compensation based off of that. It's just so hard to advocate for them because they're so detached from reality. Like
they have been, yes.
So that's the problem. But I get it. I get the compensation part.
I do think there needs to be a limitation on this, dude. My reality is being a little bit skewed when it comes to movies. When I'm seeing some of this stuff, because I'll see a snippet and like that, I don't remember that happening in a movie, but this looks so real that it might have.
Right.
And that scares me a little bit with how realistic this is becoming. I really do think if Imagine if you're in a world of like a child and all you do is scroll through a phone because of just bad parenting or stuff like that. You can have your reality screwed really hard
Yeah, I agree with
with
that.
stuff like this.
Yeah.
And I do think it's a danger when there's no regulation on any of this. So I take broader scope issue with it. When it comes to actors and actresses, it's hard to sympathize and empathize. I get that. But even then, yes, I would want compensation for my likeness. I like to hope that I would just find a good amount and that just is consistent and steady, and I'm good there.
No, I for sure would be part of the problem, but I wouldn't be virtue signaling to everybody else talking about how money doesn't make you happy.
I don't know, dude. Money changes people. You say that now. And then you're going to be out there saying that nobody's legal or illegal on stolen land. You're going to be one of those people who's just going to be like, dude, Daydreamer, remember? You remember Daydreamer? That one time you said?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, here we are.
Nope.